So if the devil want to delay you, don't listen to him. You can't listen to him. Because he's a loser. Satan is a born loser. So is the world. All these politicians you see, governor of Lagos State, president of Tinubu, all of them are losers. They are hopeless people. Their faith is not anchoring on anything. I said their faith is not what? That is why some of them are thieves. It is only a hopeless person that can steal. I said they are what? They are hopeless. They don't have God. Their faith is not anchored on anything. So that is why you can imagine a human being who went and built a sepulchre. That is a grave. Somebody is alive. And he went and built a tomb. Is it not so hopeless? Have you seen a level of hopelessness? That is why it look like they might look like they have money, but they are losers. Look at John chapter 4. 1 John chapter 5 verse number 14. He said, if you are born of God, then you're an overcomer. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Is it 14 or 4? I know what I'm telling you. Get me that scripture.
4.
Yes.
For whatsoever is born of God,
yes,
overcometh the world.
He said, if you are a child, please, if you don't listen to me, you will get what I'm about to say. Leave it. If you don't listen to me, you see money. You see this money you see. The divine controls it. The natural cannot control things. I said the natural. Because it is hopeless. It's without direction. It's frustrated. But the divine is victorious because it can create. If you're a child of God, you're a co-creator. Because God is a spirit, he cannot create. I said because God is what? He cannot. So he uses you to create. So there is nothing that happened on earth that was not created by man. If the first heaven and the first earth will pass away, and there shall be a new heaven and a new earth, and there shall be no more sea, it is only a man that can make it to happen. So why are you looking at yourself and you are getting discouraged? Can you look at the situation and say, listen, you can't remain the same. If the situation refuses to change, then you must not go. Because it is the fickle that we go, not the divine. I said it is the what? Huh? Listen. Somebody doesn't know that this place is a permanent site of Lucas 18 plots. And I have made up my mind that I'm not going to go to anywhere. And then he has where he's selling something there. Anywhere around. He just went and rented a place. You are staying, you are staying around the landlord. Huh? You are hanging around the landlord with a shop you rented. And the landlord is a determined landlord with the Spirit of God. The landlord is the owner of the earth. He is a lion landlord. You came to a lion landlord to share neighborhood. My question to you is that how will you survive? Now some of these buildings, you see, I already know what I want to build there. Some of these nonsense buildings around there, I already know what will be there. And how do I know? Whatsoever that is born of God is an overcomer. So if Christian is born of God, then everything around shall. May I not see myself the way I am not. I was born overcomer, supported by God, asked to preach. I have told those who have buildings in Galilee Highway that it is a precarious thing. It is a very precarious situation. It's something very painful. The pain is a midnight pain. For somebody to come to Galilee Highway to have a house. How can you stand angry angels that have caterpillars? You see when midnight pain comes, you say I didn't tell you. And do I look at somebody who is trying to do another thing apart from fighting? Apart from bringing down deaf locomotive angels who take instruction only once. I have angels that even me will not instruct them 2 times. I say even me cannot instruct them. When I said bring down the building, said another thing is not necessary until the building is down. You see, because they are masculine angels revived in anger. They are, an avalanche of encapsulation that reveal that God has been waiting to wound people since the beginning of the world. Those angels represent everything people did from the day of Adam. So the anger has been inside their heart. So they are totality of anger. So if you get them angry, they will remember the day Delilah deceived Samson. And bring anger to those who didn't do anything about it. If you do anything about them, they will remember the day Jesus cried at the cross. And somebody will get pain too much. Now these are my companions. Now when you are born of God, you're a partaker of divine nature. How does divine nature lose this? Don't allow Satan to make you come into your mind. Make you smaller than who God has made you. You can't be smaller. You cannot be smaller. You are already like God. Apart from being like God, God is with you. And then the support of the Elohim is on the continuous. Why wouldn't you speak for him? He said, we are delivered from the corruption. Now, corruption is not sin. Corruption is a friend of doubt. Something that deprive a man not to see himself the way the man is exactly. We call it corruption. He said you've been delivered from it. Wait, please, I'm about to go out of it. Let me ask you something. If you're a builder, is there not a time you lay foundation that is not visible? Did you hear what I said? I said, is there not a time you lay foundations that are not visible? You put a lot of things inside and then covered it. Is it not part of the building? So, because what you did is not seen physically, does it mean that it's not achieved? I said, because all you have achieved have not given you $1 billion or $2 billion, $20 billion. Does it mean that it is denied? You've laid foundation, continue in the faith. Contend with enemies. Until keep on raising it. Now, the foundation is built. As I'm preaching now, I'm laying foundation. When I finished preaching on Tuesday, on the last message on Tuesday, I entered into my office. I entered into and on my phone. That message, the last one there, didn't have one view. On YouTube. I mean on Tuesday. Didn't have one view. And we were praying in the hall here. I said we were praying in the hall. By the time that prayer was over, by some few minutes after 6, I went to my phone. That phone has gotten about 100 views after 2 hours. That is how God called things that be not. It's not about the view. It's about something that is not there can be there. After all, was that not the time you were not born? Was that not a time that you were 10 years? Was that not a time that you didn't get married? Was that not a time you were 10 years? Was that not a time you were 12 years? Was that not a time you didn't have a house? Huh? Was that not a time that eating was difficult? Has those things not changed gradually? Now, why can't you believe God for more? Somebody say, I will believe God for more. I didn't hear you say, I will believe God for more. You got married at a time. There was a time you were single, and suddenly you got married, and then you don't have a child. Can't you believe God who gave you a husband to believe him for child? And can't you stay positive until that situation is created? If you want urgent miracle, stay positive for a long time. Don't go to value and come off, go to value and come back. Stay positive for a long time. And then the days of delay will be shortened. I stay positive. There is something I said here. I said faith. Faith accomplishes wonders. Faith accomplishes. Now somebody say faith accomplishes wonders. Now, when you hear faith, there is no miracle on earth. No, credit is not that. Faith accomplishes wonders. I'll come to faith with light later. Faith that accomplishes wonders. Now, the only opportunity we have to relate with God is through faith. I said through what? I'm sharing on faith that accomplishes wonders. Is there? Just if you don't there, just put it. Now hear me. In Hebrew 11, please, the Lord asked me to tell somebody this thing. In Hebrew 11 verse 1, faith is something you hope for. And that is why, that is the only way God operates. God cannot operate without faith. And you cannot operate without faith. If you don't have faith, you will not meet God. And the miracle that happens in our life is controlled by our faith. By faith is a substance. Something that you can't see, but it's there. Please, when you were coming from your house, why didn't you come with it? I'm asking you a question. Why didn't you, when you are leaving your house to church, did you come with it? Now, why you didn't come with it is because you have faith that is faith in that's it in the church. I said you have faith that is what? That is sit in the church. Huh? Now, when you were lying down on your bed, you close your eyes. Huh? Why did you plan? Why did you plan what you will do in the morning? You plan what you do in the morning because you know you